How does everybody feel? How does everybody feel?
Good.
Who said good? Wait a minute, hold on. Who said good? Who said that? Who was that?
Me, Kristen.
Good. Come on, let's try it again, Miss Collins. One more time. How do you feel?
I feel great, sir.
Okay. Like, good. I was getting ready to plug back in and figure out if we were on the right call. Oh, how does everybody feel? Somebody unmute your phone and tell me what day it is. What is today?
Wednesday.
Winning Wednesday.
Yeah, winning Wednesday.
Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday.
You know, Mr. William. Woo, woo. Mr. William got that late night radio voice. Absolutely. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. And how do we spell Wednesday? How do we spell
Wednesday.
There we go. That was absolutely right. For those that are new, we spell Wednesday. There it is. There it is, Miss Griffith. WINSDAY. Wednesday. This is a winning Wednesday. Every day is a win. If you have the opportunity to wake up, if you have the opportunity to move your limbs, if you have the opportunity to exercise your personal power, be in your right mind, it is a win. Okay? It is a win. That means what? That means that you still have an opportunity. If you can open your mouth and there's sound that comes out that's cohesive, that people can understand, right? You can win at this business. You can win at life. Okay? You can win at life. It is, people say, oh, it's not always about winning. I don't know. I don't understand. I know nowadays there are things called the 12th place trophy. Everybody on the team, they get a trophy for showing up, for participating, right? Everybody's a winner. Whether you win the championship or not, you showed up, and you got a trophy. Well, that's not how I grew up. How I grew up is that you got to win, right? You got to win the game. You have to get in, you got to practice, you got to win a spot on the team, right? But hey, it is what it is. I guess it serves a purpose. But here's the thing: hey, Mr. Ray, how you doing, sir? How you doing as newlywed, right? How you doing? Mr. Ray is winning. Mr. Ray won his bride. Okay, he's winning. So here's the thing. If you wake up, if you can move, if you're in your right mind, you are a winner. You're a winner. But the thing, you want to win the day. You want to rule the day. You want to win, right? At this thing called Nevada. And one of the things that we know, we have to stay in phase one, prospecting and recruiting. Prospecting and recruiting. Do I have Mr. Brown? If you can hear me, can you either give me host? Okay, that way we can. There we go. Thank you. Super great. Prospecting and recruiting. Staying in phase one of prospecting and recruiting. Part of that whole prospecting and recruiting thing is knowing how to invite. Right? I know that we've heard Mr. Bangor talk about the steps, talk about how to do it, okay? And then look, we cannot revisit too much or revisit it enough or talk about it or address it enough, because that is super important. Because one of the things we talked about a few weeks ago was what? We want to get the calls to at least 100, okay, consistent. We want to get the calls, even higher with more participation. We know last month when we had the 500, what was it? When we had the 5 for 5, right? When we had the 5 for 5, we know what a lot of people came in, right? We know a lot of people join the organization. We have some of those people on the call right now. A lot of people will join, but however, Tuesday's night call was still kind of low. Okay, Tuesday night call was still kind of low. So the things that we must do, and we must do consistently. Stay in phase one, prospecting, recruiting, but knowing how to invite. Okay, knowing how to invite. So let me share my screen right quick, please. Can everybody see that?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody see that? All right. Okay. So, we want to talk about inviting. We want to talk about inviting, and inviting is an art. Okay, doing it correctly. Inviting is an art. All right. So this is the art of professional inviting. So one of the things, there are 8 steps to professional professional invitation. There are 8 steps to a professional invitation. Now, one of them, here they are. If you need to get your pen and pencil real quick, or pen and paper, pen and pad, want to do this, there are 8 steps to a professional invitation. Right? Want to be in a hurry. We've heard that before, right? We've heard this before. Be in a hurry, compliment the prospect, make the invitation, if I would you. If I would you. And then you want to confirm. You want to get them to nodding, right? You want to get them to nodding in the affirmative and agreeing, confirming. So there's 3 confirmations of it. Okay? 3 confirmations: get the commitment, confirm the commitment, schedule the next exposure. And we know what, and no matter what the interaction is, we always want to do what? Bam, bam. Bam, bam. For those that don't know, bam, bam is book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. So you always want to schedule the next exposure. And an exposure can be a meeting, a 2-on-1. It could be a presentation. It could be a video. Even could be your website. Taking them through, the website. And then you want to get off the phone. Okay? Be in a hurry, compliment the prospect, make the invitation. If I would you, first confirmation, get the commitment. Second confirmation, confirm the commitment. And then third, schedule the next exposure to get off the phone. Be in a hurry. People are attracted to the non-needy. Remember, we don't want to make anybody think or feel like we need them more than they need us, right? That this is, sometimes we say, if we had the cure for cancer, if you had the cure for cancer, or if everybody was in need of oxygen and you had what? You had the endless supply of oxygen. They need you. They need you. You don't want anybody that you're prospecting to feel like that you need them more than they need you. And then you what? You want to do shorter invitations. You want to be able to do this thing. You want to be able to know and do the presentation on the fly. Not always depending on the slides, but know enough of it. You want to be on, on this Helvetica sheet of music as though you wrote it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put a 5 in the chat. If that makes sense, you want to know the presentation so much that you can do the presentation within minutes. Right? Within minutes. And then questions, okay? Now here's the thing. So, if you're in a hurry, right? If you're in a hurry, then you're not dealing with their questions, because if you deal with their questions, then what? Then they're in control. And you don't want, you want to be in control of the interaction. If you're dealing with their questions, right? Then what's going on is that they're in control, right? And then there's less resistance. Why? Because because you're not dealing with the questions, because you're not in front of them very long, then you're not dealing with the resistance or what could be called an objection. You're not dealing with it right now. You're in a hurry. You're professional. You have things going on. That's the perception that you want. You're in business, and because you're in business and business is rocking and rolling, then you're in a hurry. And then people respect you and your time. you let them know that you're in a hurry. It's like something that you've never seen before. Really, it's visual. Okay, it's visuals. Like you don't have to get to preview, but preview is just what? Preview is just setting you up for the movie. Okay, so you want to be in a hurry. You want to be in a hurry, right? So some examples of being in a hurry, for your hot market, your warm market, your hot market, your warm market are people you know, right? And we say, these are the people that you have on your 100 persons list. These are people that are your practice, right? Your warm market, your hot market are people that's your practice. That's your practice list. Okay. Now, once you write this list is no longer static. It's not static. It is dynamic. It means it's moving. It's always what? It's always growing. So, you say, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I caught up with you, right? I don't have a lot of time to talk, but, it was really important that I reached out to you. Do you have a minute? Do you have a minute? Okay. Do you have a minute? No, not, do you have 20, 30 minutes? No, do you have a minute? You're in a hurry. I was running into a meeting, but needed to talk to you real quick. But these are people that you reached out to. Hey, Joe, right? I was running into a meeting, but I needed to talk to you real quick. Do you have a minute? Right? Hey, Susan, I have a million things going on, but I'm glad I was able to catch up with you. This is your warm market, your hot market. These are people that are familiar with you. Okay? These are people that basically, you have some influence with. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? If that makes sense, then put another 5 in the check. Thank you, Ms. Griffin. Thank you. Right. Again, these are the people that are on your 100 persons list. These are people, right? That like I said, you have some influence. These are people that you're going to practice. I mean, they're not like practice dummies, because you can get some people out of it. You can get some recruits out of that, right? But these are people that are setting you up for this next list or this next market, which is your cold market. Right? See, there's going to be more people that you don't know that join your business than people you do know. Right? There's more people that you don't know, that are going to join your business and going to support you than the people that you know. Okay? So your warm market or your warm list are, just setting you up for this list right here that this market right here, which is your cold market. This is your what? Profit. So if the warm market is your practice, then your cold market is your profit. Make sense? So now is the time to get into this, and I have to go, but I have to run, but okay. Remember, as Dr. Lund is talking about his encounter, he's driving along in his car, exotic car, right? As a 20-some-odd-year-old, and this guy stops and say, hey, young man, that's a real nice car you got, right? You mind me asking it, what it is you do for a living? That was a cold market. That was a cold call. That was a cold interaction. Okay, but think about it. That guy that stopped Dr. London didn't have any idea who Dr. London was. But he didn't pre-qualify. He did whatever. He went on and approached him, right, with the invitation. And we all know who Dr. London is, right? Okay, great. So, here's the thing. The concept that you want to remember in being here, you are busy, right? You have a lot going on. You are excited because you want to bring your 3 best friends. You want to be enthusiastic, you want to be excited, you want to be confident. And your time is short. Time is truly money. Okay? Time is truly money. And people respect that. When people, you have the perception this person has a lot going on, that this person is busy, this person is the business person, you respect that time. Right? You respect that time. Now you want to do it. Now you want to compliment the prospect. And we don't want you to be fake and phony, right? And I think Mr. Bangor talks about, you don't want to say, those are some great looking shoes, and the shoes are running over. Okay, right? They're all scuffed up, beat up, whatever. You don't want to say, hey, hey man, that's a great purse. And how it's supposed to be leather, but it's not leather because the handle has that little worn out frizzy look, right? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. See, this is critical. Something that a lot of people miss out on, in this process is complimenting. And here's the thing. We're in an industry We're in the industry that is easy to do, especially if we're approaching a pet parent. That's easy to do. That's easy to do, right? Oh, that's a great looking dog, man. You mind that, they ask you what the breed is? Oh, that's a great looking dog. What's his or her name? That's a great looking dog. What do you feed? That's a great looking dog, right? And it opens the door to communication. Why? Because it breaks down the wall. It breaks down that wall of resistance when you give them a compliment. It breaks down that wall of resistance. People walk around with a wall, right? And most times they're walking around, they don't know you, they have this wall, but this helps to break down the wall, right? It's an icebreaker. It builds instant rapport, right? Because people like to talk about, people like compliments. People like it to be told that they look good, smell good, whatever. They like that. Pet parents love it when you talk about their fur babies. They love it. I remember back in the day, I used to watch these movies and they had these dinner parties, black and white stuff. I love the classic movies, right? They would have these dinner parties where it looked so boring because they're just sitting around talking. But what I didn't understand was these people are conducting business. These are those old movies where the men would be together and the women would be out somewhere else and they're talking, but then they start talking about their children and the guy pulls out his wallet and then all these little things fall out of the pictures. He starts talking about each and every one of them, right? Right. People love that. People like to talk about their children. Look, it will double your results. Right? It will get you in the door and it will double your results because this is their first interaction with you and you led off with a compliment, right? Compliment. Here's some examples. For your hot, remember your hot and warm market, the people right? For me, with my extremely hot market, a compliment is an insult. Okay, we start off with insults. I'm not just saying that's what you do, but it's just like me and my family. My hot market people know me. We just start off, with an insult, ragging one another, right? Because in some relationships, if I don't, they'll think that something's wrong with me. Okay, but here's the thing. You've always been so supportive of me, and I really appreciate that so much. Now, I really honor your opinion. You've been in business for X amount of years, and your business. I would love to get your opinion on something. You have an amazing mind for business, and I can see, and can see things that other people don't see. Do you mind if you take a look at something that I'm getting involved with? Give me your opinion. Okay, people like that. Those kind of companies, especially the people that people you have rapport with already. People that kind of look up to, especially, right? If your cold market, you've given me some of the best services. If these are people that you've gone into, people that that come in and they do services for you, or you go in, to take your car to get service, or they provided some service with you, but you've never had really any interaction with them. Outside of what they do, what they provided for you, you just go in, you compliment them. You see somebody, hey, you're super sharp. What do you do for a living? Remember Dr. London? That's a nice car that you have. You mind he asking what you do for a living? Okay, all right. The other thing, here's the concept you want to remember. Bear this in mind. It must be sincere. Remember the example of the compliment of the shoes and they're running over? It has to be sincere. People will sniff you out if you're faking phony. People will sniff you out. You know it. When people are like, pushing you on, they tell you something, those are great, whatever, you already know, right? You already know, man, this person is lying, through their teeth, right? You want to find something good about the person. If you can't, if you can't find, you're probably not talking to the right person. If you can't find something good to say, all right? Now, I remember back in the day, Grandma used to say, if you can't find something nice to say about the person, Mr. Henderson, keep it in order. Right? If you can't find something good to say about a person, then you probably shouldn't say anything, right? Right? And professionals do this, they do it all the time. Professionals, hey, what's up, winner? That's a compliment. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's up, superstar? Oh my goodness. They do it all the time. It's part of what they do. That's part of what professionals do. And you all are professional pet consultants. You're a professional pet consultants, right? Try and complement it straight. Just go out, right? Go out, things, restrictions are going down or whatever. Go out and just try it. Go out and just try it, right? Try and complement it straight. It'll also help you build your confidence, right? It'll help you to do what? Feed one of those 3 best friends, okay? See, the thing that grows is the thing that you feed, right? The thing that grows is the thing that you feed. So it could be an attitude, it could be whatever. So we know these 3 best friends. You have to utilize them. You have to feed them in order for them to grow, right? And here's the thing: nobody hates a compliment. Okay, nobody hates a compliment.
Oh.
No. You want to make the invitation. Remember, you want to make the invitation. There's 3 ways to do it: the direct approach, the indirect approach, and the super indirect approach. Okay, right? Oh, that reminds me. That's like you have your subconscious, your unconscious, and your superconscious. Oh, I'll talk about that one day. You have right. You have your subconscious, your conscious, and your superconscious. I'll talk about that one day because that's important when it comes to mindset. But here, the direct approach, the indirect approach, and the super approach. The direct approach. Okay. Hey, I have an opportunity, and I know this is going to work for you. Right? Hey, I've been introduced to this opportunity, because you have to know this person, right? You have to know something about this person. The co-worker and the people next to you talking about they're always struggling or they're looking for opportunity or something like that. Hey, I have an opportunity and I know this is gonna work. Now, I need your help and guidance for these people that you look up to, these people that have some influence over you. Okay, people that are more experienced than you. Okay, hey, I need your help. I need your guidance. I need your support. Okay, I need your help. I need your opinion. To share your opinion. Right now, when you told me here's that one again about that person that you've heard, they've talked. You had a conversation about their issue. You had a conversation about their issue. See, here's the thing. To be successful in business is about doing what? Solving problems, addressing issues, coming up with solutions, problem solving. That's success in business. When you told me about your issue, were you serious or were you just kidding around? Right? When you told me that you were, looking for an opportunity to make some more money, were you serious or were you just kidding around? Okay. When you told me about your situation, and you really needed, some money, some way to create some income, were you serious or were you just kidding around? I think I found a way for you to solve that problem, whatever that problem is, or I think I found a way to make that happen for you. Right? Hey, you already, instantaneous to somebody that you want to go in business with, you want them to, you've talked about it, whatever. I know I grew up, with one of my best friends, we always talk about open up Club 9000. I have no idea to this day why we went to Club 9000, but, we were thinking about going into business together. See, I think I found a way for us, that could really boost, our cash flow. I think, that I found a way for us, or we can really do this. I believe we can really do this. I have full confidence we can really do this. I found a way that we can really, bring in some extra income. Okay. When I thought of people who could make an absolute fortune with this business, that I found, I thought of you. Let me ask you a question, off the record, of course. If there was a business that you could start working part-time, from your home or from your phone that could replace your current income. Now, I'm not saying it's get rich quick. I'm not saying it's get rich quick, but with the work, and I know your work ethic, right? Then would you be interested in finding out more? Would you be interested in information? The information is always free, right? Have you ever thought about diversifying your income? Now, if they're getting income and it's linear, from one source, and you give them another source, that's diversifying their income because it's a different source. Okay, right? Have you ever thought about diversifying your income? Do you keep your career options open? Now, and I know, I used to say you keep your business options open, but because and Mr. Brown he has talked about this, that people really, there used to be a time where, the United States was full of entrepreneurs, people who came to be in business, people who came in, to make a way for themselves, right? When the United States was truly the land of opportunity. Because see, nobody came across the ocean. Nobody climbed mountains. Nobody went, through the West, and to go work for somebody else. That's not why they came. Okay. So, but now I say, because of what has happened with the education system that teaches us how to work for somebody else, people, right? It's easier for them to wrap their mind around the concept of what? Of a career, a job, working for, working. So they can't, it's not easy anymore for them to get the concept of working for themselves, okay? So do you keep your career options open? Why? Because we have an opportunity for people to be independent contractors, right? We have that's what people drive for Uber, they're independent contractors. So people, this is a geek society, people understand that. So do you keep your career options open? Do you plan on, doing what you are doing for now, that you're doing now, for the rest of your career or the rest of your life? Is this what you went to college for? Really, truly? That do you have any plans to do anything different? Would you like to do anything different in the future? Right? It's all that basic concept. Okay? So the indirect approach. I just started a new business, right? And I'm really nervous. Not because I've never been in business before. Before I get going, I need to practice, on someone friendly. I need to practice my approach. I need to practice, my presentation. Would you mind if I practice with you? Oh, I need to change that and I read about it. I need to do it with you, right? Now, this is, this is best again to do what? Those people, that's your warm list, your family, right? And I can say, hey, look, hey, bro. I just started this business. You've heard me talking about it. And I just started. But before I get going, I really need to be able to practice my presentation. So, do you mind if I practice on it? And I say that, right? Do you mind? I have a new business that is expanding in your area. Would you do me a favor and take a look at it so that you can give me your opinion on if it would be if you think it would be successful in your area, if you think it would be successful in your circle, you think it would be successful. Would you mind if I shared it with you? Okay. Now the super indirect approach. Now, see the business that I'm in, I know it's clearly isn't for you. What I just do? Somebody unmute your phone. The business that I'm in, it clearly isn't for you. What I just do? I immediately took it away. Exactly. Or you can say it, this way, say, I just joined this business and this may or may not be for you. Or, you may or may not find any interest in it. But I wanted to ask, do you know, who do you know that's ambitious? See, again, I'm taking it away because I'm not, I'm asking them, who do they know? So that's outside of themselves, right? Because this may or may not be for them. But who who is ambitious, who's money motivated, who likes to help other people, right? Who do you know that's a pet professional? Who would you know that would be excited, about the idea of adding more cash flow to their lives? Who do you know? See, right? Because hey, you're way too successful. You're way too good. Who do you know? Right? You're taking it away. Now, who do you know? That has hit the wall with their business and might be looking for a way to diversify their income. These are people that are pretty much tired of what it is that they're doing. They're frustrated with their business, frustrated with their job. When you talk about them, they always constantly complain. Business. Oh, the pandemic hit me real hard. And I don't think that I'm going to ever be able to recover. Your ears are tuned to that kind of thing. So, so who do you know? Who have they heard? Talk about that kind of thing, right? You know what? I'm working with this company, and this company is dynamic. This company is doing something that's never been done before, and it's expanding into this area. And I'm looking for some people who are super sharp, that might be interested in some additional cash flow. Oh, doesn't that sound? How does that sound? That just flows out. I'm working with the company. This company is super dynamic, doing something that's never been done before, right? And I'm working. I'm looking for some sharp people. I'm looking for some sharp people that might be interested in some additional cash flow. Who do you know? You know anyone that might fit that description? Profile. That's what we're doing. Profile. That makes sense. Put a 5 in the chat. Now, if I were you, if I were you, is your secret weapon. So you're superhero. You want something on your utility belt, right? This is one of the things that you want to have on your utility belt. If I were you, right? As I said, it is a secret weapon. It's reciprocal. You're doing something. They're doing something to get something in return. Okay. It puts you in a place of power and control. Why? Because right now you have this thing. Now, if I did this for you, right? Anybody remember the Godfather? Make you an offer that you can't refuse. And then when I can make this offer, you take this offer. Then sometime down the road, right? I'm gonna ask for the favor. Okay, I'm not saying to it that way. You're not the Godfather, Godmother, but it puts you in a place of control and power. You have something of value because you really truly do. This opportunity is so valuable. It truly is, and understand that, and behave and act like it. Have the posture that you have something of value because you do. It's like when you have your business card. Don't give a business card out. Don't get something in return. Look at your each business card as a expensive diamond or this big block of gold or whatever. You don't want to just give that away. Right? And you have value in yourself. You value what it is you do. You have value in yourself, and it works almost every time. Almost every time. Right? So, if I send you a short video, would you watch it? Right? Because we have some dynamic videos, right? Some short videos. If I sent you this short video, would you watch it? Now, if I gave you a link to an opportunity call, would you log on to it? If I give you a link, right? In fact, we have this invitation only business presentation. We have this invitation only, right? Invitation only business event, right? And I only have a few invitations. Now, if I would give you this invitation, to this invitation only business event, it's via Zoom, would you log on? If I gave you a brochure, gave you a card, what any kind of printed material, right? Would you read it? If I invited you to a special invitation only event seminar, would you attend? Right? These are when we get back at things that we used to do when we used to do things out in the hotels and whatever. We have these live business events. If I invited you to this special event, would you attend? Would you show up? Right? So you want to get the commitment. When do you think you'll watch the video? For sure. Right? When do you really think you'll watch that video? When will you watch that video for sure? Don't suggest a time. Let them pick, right? Because they're, you want to get them nodding. You want to get them participating in the affirmative, right? You want them to commit to it. Commit to the time that they set. Ask the question, then wait. And make it real. Make it a real opportunity for them. Right? And so, they've already said that they will watch it. Now they've said yes again because they've given you what? They've committed to a time that they're going to watch it. They've committed to a time they're going to watch it. Right? So if they said yes, they're okay, they'll watch the video by Tuesday night, then your response is, should be. So, so they said, I'm going to watch it Tuesday night. So if I called you on Wednesday morning, you would have seen it for sure. You would have watched it for sure. You would have viewed it by that time, correct? They will say yes, or they will adjust. They'll say, oh, God, I forgot. I didn't. I know I said that I would. Boom. No, so for that now, but if they say yes, they've said yes 3 times. They've agreed 3 times. They've confirmed 3 times. Right? Then you just want to ask the questions, right? Get their answers. You've made the important. Okay. You've asked all these questions. You got 3 confirmations. You confirmed it. You confirmed that they're going to watch it. If you send it, if I were you, right, they're going to watch it. They're going to give you time. They're going to watch it. right? And then they look, now they confirm what? You contacted them, right? You following up. They confirm, you said, I'm going to follow up. You watched it, by this time, you know what? And if I follow up with you, you would have watched it by then, right? 3 years. Now you want to do what? Bam, fam. Schedule the next exposure. Just ask, what is the best number and time for me to call you? Right? What is the best number, in time for me to call? So they tell you what time is best for them, around 8 a.m., 9, 9, whatever it is, and then they give me what is the best number to call you. Right? This is the number, that 99.9% of the time you answer. Okay. What is the best number to call you? The best time to call you. Now they said what? They said they've agreed, right? They've given you the nod 4 times because why? They've given you, not only they said, okay, now that I'm, you can follow up with tomorrow because I've watched the video, but I'm, doing what? I'm giving you a time to call me. And I'm giving you the means, the number to call me, right? Now your numbers, should go up, these numbers, just research some stuff, your confirmation, you confirming, you're inviting, should increase, right? Now you set the appointment. All you did was ask questions. You've invited, you got the confirmations, you set the appointment. Now you do what? Hang up the phone. You hang up the phone. You hang up the phone. Okay. Has that been helpful to anybody?
Yes, sir.
This is amazing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
If that's been helpful, give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 1 in the chat. If that was helpful. If that's something you can utilize, 1 in the chat. Now you have a fuller understanding of how to invite. Okay, right? Is that good? You have a fuller, better understanding of how to invite. Can we have access to this PowerPoint? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. I'll get it on the drive. Okay. I'll get it on the drive. So,
Mr.
Now,
Henderson,
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
This call is being recorded. Is it possible that we can put this on the YouTube channel as well? Do you think?
Okay. Now I have this question, right? I am a millennial. Now, because I was the one who hit record, it goes to my drive, or go to a cloud. Okay. Oh, super. Awesome. Mr. Frida's going. Oh, I recorded. I don't know how to get it. All right, super. Awesome. Okay. So this was a great call. This was a call. It would come to your. It would come. It's gonna go. It's gonna come to Mr. Brown. Hey, it's gonna go to Mr. Brown's cloud. Super. Awesome. Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna do this. If everybody, right, if this was a great call, since this is recorded, everybody unmute your phone, and just, look, if this was great information, just give me an applause, okay? Unmute your phone.
Super great. You did awesome. Awesome job, Mr. Henderson.
Good job.
So I start recording. That goes to Mr. Brown's cloud, and he can do what he needs to do. How he has that magic because he is a true millennial. Okay, right? And he does what he does, and then add that to the drive and to the YouTube channel. Everybody, if you don't have a YouTube channel, make sure that you go and you subscribe. Okay, make sure you go. I don't know what it is, Miss Freedom. Maybe you can let me know. But I tried to opt in for the notifications, and it wouldn't let me. It kept coming up with some kind of child protection. I'm not sure. Yeah, I kept trying I've subscribed, but I couldn't get an opt-in for the notification whenever there's anything like that. So, may have just been on my part. Okay. All right, then. Here's the thing.
No, sir, it wasn't just you. It's
it
the
wasn't?
settings.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It happened on me too. It's the settings that have to be changed.
Okay,
Miss Dinah said we have her too. Okay. All right.
okay, I will see what I can do, because all the videos, you get the choice to say, are these child friendly? And I say yes. So I will see what I can do, guys, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
take it
I
off the
think
child friendly, you get access to a lot more.
Okay. Super. I mean, I thought. I mean, I
This child friendly is just like for little people.
for little kids. Yeah. Okay.
Rated
Well,
PG,
so
sir.
there is something that with settings, then that way that people are able to opt in for the notifications anytime something is added to to the YouTube, then it'll notify them that there's something new to watch. Okay. Super.
Working
great.
on it right now as we talk.
Yes, you want to say no to child friendly. Even though we know we're not putting anything on there that's risque or anything like that. That's not what we're doing. But I guess YouTube has some kind of algorithm or whatever that if you do that, then that means you can't you don't get notified as an adult, I guess, or whoever. I'm not sure what that does. That is some kind of thing that protects children, which we should do. All right. So hey, we're gonna end this call. We know how we end this call. Everybody, you've given me full confidence. That what I presented was useful, that you could utilize, that sort of thing, that this was a good call. So now I'll go with that. Not making no assumptions before we take this call higher. You know what we do? We connect with source. Okay? Because no matter what it is that we do, the one way that you want to make God laugh, the best joke that you can tell God is to tell him your plan. Okay? Is to try to do it without God, without connecting. Try to do it. Okay. So with our hearts and minds clear, Father, we give you all the glory. We give you all the all the glory. We give you all the praise. We thank you, Father, for who you are, God. We thank you for who we are in your eyes, God. Because we know that in your eye, God, you have made us, to be more than enough. You've made us not to be ordinary. You made us to be extraordinary. You have created in us co-creators. And so, God, we are not spectators in this thing in life, but we're full participants. So we thank you. We thank you for this great opportunity, which is Levitica, your pet's choice. It is truly an opportunity of a lifetime. And so, God, we thank you right now. We thank you for the visionary. We thank you for the person. We thank you for the vehicle, that is Dr. Lance London, who brought this great opportunity to fruition. We thank you for him. We thank you for his vision. We thank you for his tenacity. We thank you for his example. May you continue to mold and shape. We thank you for those that you have surrounded him with, those that you have put in his circle, the executive team, his mastermind alliance, especially our upline founders, Mr. and Mrs. Brown. And I thank you for each and every person. I thank you for each and every soul, every household that's represented on this call. And Father God, you know me, I come after lack like a lion, because you, have created us that we would not have to deal with lack. That Father God, you created in us a life that we could have more to the abundant. Not just, just to have money, not just to be able to boast, none of that. But God knows for your purpose, for kingdom purpose, that what it is, the success that we might encounter, that we might have, that we'd be able to do what? That we'd be able to share, we'd be able to help. And that's why you created this business, that we can help, change people's lives. So I thank you for them. I give you glory, God. I honor you, and I thank you for all that you do for each and every one of us. And I do it in the name of your son, Yeshua. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. I love you guys.
Amen.
Mr. Harris, love you too.
Yes,
Awesome
ma'am.
job.
I just want to make sure you know that we thank God for you as well. You always pray us out, but you are in our prayers as well. I just want to make sure you know that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really do. And I truly do feel your prayers. I feel your support. You all are family. I try to be on here, and be, I grew up macho. I was uber macho, got in fights all the time, whatever, and would break down and cry. But Mr. Brown, I tell you, right now that I'll break that down and cry in a minute. My brother tell you that I'm a super soft, right? So, I really do appreciate it. And I love each and every one of them. I mean, that's sincere. And I cannot wait, till we meet one another. And like I said, Dr. London is chomping at the bit to be able to put something together so we can come together. And look, if you don't know, right? Thank you, sir. That's my man, Mr. Brown. We gonna make you cry. If you don't know this, Mr. Brown, hey, Mr. Brown's put out a challenge. You could go, on his dime to this to this 5-star resort, all inclusive. On his dime. You just, you hit vice president. Okay? Hit vice president. I plan on doing it, right? In fact, now I'm gonna take off about a month from work, from my job, from my, as a career coach. I'm gonna just do what? And concentrate, on building my development business. Do a 30, who's with me? A 30-day plan. I'm gonna give you the time. I'm gonna give you the day that we're gonna start, right? I'm telling you, I'm gonna be real serious. I'm gonna sit at this thing, and do this like
Yes,
I'm at my job. 8 hours a day, 24/7 for
Let's
4
do it,
weeks.
sir.
for 30 days, right? Let's do it. Let's go and let's grow. I thank you. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And I can't wait to meet you on the beaches of the world or at the resort on Mr. Brown's dime. All right. Everybody go out and have a winning Wednesday. Great, super great day. I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bless you.